to Marist. I thought Marist played well. I thought they came in with an edge to them a little bit. Good win, good conference win. I told the guys every conference game is going to be like this. It's going to be a dogfight. We have to get better. I'm frustrated with where we're at, but I told the guys we got to come out fighting. That's all there is to it. I mean, you can take all the expectations and polls and all that stuff, and we're not as feisty as we should be right now. So I got to do a better job. We all got to do a better job. So disappointed with the loss. Not so much a loss. Like, you lose. I didn't like how he played, to be honest with you. I didn't like how he played. I don't JB will vouch for that as well. I mean, I don't think I like how we reacted. I thought we blinked. I thought we were bothered by things, bothered by referees, bothered by stuff. And the reality was Marist didn't blink. Marist kept coming. They played well, and they outplayed us in the second half. And there's a lot of season to go. I mean, there's tons of season to go. So they're not an ounce of us feeling sorry for ourselves. There better not be, or we got to find a way out of this. We created this ourselves. We got to find a way out of this. But listen, credit to Marist. Marist is a well coached, good team, coming with a chip on their shoulder. Thought they played well. Thought they made free throws in the second half. Thought Collins played very well. I didn't see the box score for the most part. Thought he played very well. But this team is a lot better than we're playing, and we got to start playing better.
Good questions for Joel, and so we get him out of here.
Joel, in a situation like this where the ball's just not going in the basket for anybody, does it almost carry over to the defensive side a little bit too, because the confidence starts to wane a little bit?
Yeah, that's what Coach Tobin was attesting to. We're letting missed threes, open threes, free throws affect us defensively, and just understand defense wins games. So if we create more stops, eventually the ball's going to get in the hoop. We're going to get in transition. And I think at times we let, the times that we didn't score, we let those, missed layups or threes affect us defensively and stop us from, getting key stops down the stretch. So, us, older guys got to be better and encouraging guys, and just understand, Coach preaches the next play mentality. So just the next play, you got to keep going and keep going. So you got to keep doing that going forward.
There were times where you guys built momentum, but what made it so tough to sustain it for such long periods of time?
I guess you got to give Marist their credit. Defensively they got a couple stops that were key. We missed some key free throws, but at the end of the day, it's really just on us to get key stops and lock in defensively and be together and stay together. There's a couple times that we blinked that we shouldn't have, and so in those moments that we do not score, we got to find a way, and that way is getting a stop first, because that will ignite energy for us going forward. So
Joel, you did punch back after they went up 10, 14-3 run. You get the lead with a little over a minute to go. What can you say about the fight up to that point, even though the result might not be where you wanted?
Yeah, I mean that little segment just shows you we're not going to give up whatever the score is. We're going to continue pushing, but the thing is that we got to do that for 40 minutes. You don't want to be in a situation where you're down 10. Now you're trying to put pressure on the ball, play harder, play together. We got to start that from the get-go, especially in the second half. Coming out, it was a tie game, so at that point it's 0-0. And so we just got to be better. We just got to continue playing, together. We got to learn from this, and just understand that we can't dwell on this, but learn. And we got a game on Friday, so come back tomorrow, practice, and get ready.
It seemed like for 37 minutes it was really hard in the offensive execution to get the ball, drive it to the hole. For about 37 minutes. In the last 3 minutes, all of a sudden it became very, very successful. Was that just great defense? It was also poor execution, combo of both?
Honestly, I'm gonna say poor execution on our part. I think we got to do a better job. We've had moments in practice where it's great passing, and we got to apply all those things that we've been learning in practice. And making plays for others, not ourselves, into the game. And that's essentially just what it is, because once we do that, I don't think whatever defense he plays is going to be hard to guard us.
Thanks.
First taste of the MAC, what did you learn from this, and how much does this fuel you guys moving forward?
Yeah, I'm excited. At the end of the day, I know, Iona had one last year, Oz and Parker, but, our goal is to raise our own banner. And at the end of the day, we're still looked upon as champions, but we want to create that for ourselves. And so we understand that every game is going to be, a test for us, and no one's going to take it lightly. So we got to go out there and play hard and play, for what's on front of our chest, which is Iona.
Anything else for Joel? Very good, thank you.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Same more, yep.
Tobin, I asked Joel about the 14-3 run after they went up 10 to go get the lead back. Even though it was lost in the end, what can you say about the resiliency to get back in the game and make it interesting?
Yeah, I think we're a tough team. I really do. I think we have tough guys in that locker room. We're not playing very tough. I mean, toughness. What is toughness, right? It's mental. It's not being bothered by things that you can't control. You can't control making shots. Right? You can't. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't go in. Like we can't control making free throws. As much as we try to work on free throws, and it's like, we're spending time on it. We're not making free throws. It's become a mental thing. Like Don's missing free throws. Like that's a really good free throw shooter. Okay, right? But like we're not being resilient enough, tough enough together the whole way through. I thought the first half, first of all, was a boring first half of basketball. It was an awful first half of basketball, playing both ways, right? And we just couldn't put possessions together back to back. We had 12 turnovers in the first half. And like Marist is not known for the ball pressure. So we had 7 assists, 17 turnovers. Like that's a problem. It's a major problem. We're not sharing the ball enough. We're not getting trusting each other, playing together enough. And we're turning the ball over. I mean, like some weird turnovers, like balls bouncing off our hands and off our feet, and but that stuff happens. So yeah, I mean, I like what we did at the end, but God, I did not like how we played. I mean, I'd be just. I told the guys that we got to do a better job. We're better than that. We're better than that. We're not better than that in the future. We're better than that right now. So I'm in between. Okay, patient, but I'm also a little bit angry with how we're playing, and I'm that's on me. So whatever, we're not getting it done yet. So we have to.
Coach, in a game like this where the refs have a heavy whistle, I think there were 83 free throws taken in this game.
Holy cow!
Does that? I mean, how much does that disrupt what you want to do in terms of flow and the way the game moves?
Yeah, but I gotta be honest. We fouled. We talked about yesterday in practice. We're putting our hands on guys. We are definitely fouling. So yeah, definitely disruptive. We don't want that kind of game at all. We don't want to be stopping and starting, that kind of thing. We couldn't make free throws the first half. They couldn't make free throws the first half, and then they started making more in the second half. But yeah, we're fouling. Why are we fouling? We're fouling for making up for being late, for not being locked in, for being out of position. And we are. So. There's a big stretch where they had I think it was a tie game, missed a free throw, got an offensive rebound, got fouled, missed a free throw, got an offensive rebound, got fouled, missed a free throw, and then they called a box out foul. And like we're down there for felt like 5 minutes. So this just can't happen, And so we are, definitely. My frustration is not with the team or is that we are better than we're playing, and that's my frustration. And I think. Guys who've it's not because people say we play well practice. We've shown that in games, and we're just not doing that right now. And it's got to connect. So, what are you gonna do? You got to go back. We play on Friday. Can't feel sorry for us. Can't hang your heads. Fairfield will have a sold out place. They want a piece of us too. No one's gonna feel sorry for Iona for where we're at. We got to dig ourselves out of this.
JQ made some things happen with Joel playing off the ball for
Yep.
a little bit in the second half. What can you say about that look, and how encouraged are you with it moving forward?
It's funny because it's like, I thought JQ did some good things too. It's just we're not getting consistent across the board every night play from each guy. And like how we play a lot of guys, right? We're going to go 9 or 10 deep. We just are. That's just how we're going to play. So when you go 9 or 10 deep, you can't have a guy not ready to play physically, mentally, because if they're not, it's going to hurt us. And I thought tonight we had guys who were, it's like, hey, 4 guys play well, 3 guys don't play well. We can't have that, And it's not about making shots. It's about how do you play for us defensively? Do you get loose balls? Are you locked in mentally? We gave up 2 buckets on the end of it, just the end of the clock, 3 in the corner. We gave up with 2 seconds on the shot clock. That's a big play, right? We should have a stop there. They get the ball to the corner, then the out of bounds been aside. It's a hell of a play. John drove a hell of a play on that one, but we can't get beat on that. We got beat on 2 out of bounds plays. One was with 2 in the corner for 3 for Pasquarelli, and the dunk. We're up by 1. We've worked so hard to get back to the lead. We need 1 stop, and they throw a lob at the rim, get a dunk, and it just can't happen. And I've got to do a better job making sure it doesn't happen.
We did shorten the bench in the second half,
Yep.
and that was because some guys just weren't making it happen tonight.
Yep, absolutely. And I don't want to short the bench. We can't do that, you know? We can't do that. That's just, it makes it harder for us to play the style we want to play, you know? So, but listen, we got to find a way to get better. So whatever we got to do, we have to get better. You know, I got some ideas. But I'm very disappointed in how we're playing. Not disappointed in anything else, but in how we're playing. That starts with me. You know?
Well, when you said that you came here, you want to play fast, and tonight they really weren't able to play fast. And was that just the defense, or was just lots of execution issues?
Like playing fast should also be how we play on offense. Like share the ball, moving the ball. We're not moving the ball very well. We're not sharing the ball. We're not. I mean, 7 assists in a game where we're, you know, like the last game, Colorado, we had 5 maybe. Like, I'm frustrated because playing fast means we got to, you know, every touch the ball, we share the ball, the ball moves. The ball's sticking a little bit, as they say. So that's got to get better. And like, you know, that kind of game, Marist is going to slow you down. So you got to win a rock fight sometimes. Tonight was going to be a rock fight. We had to find a way to win a rock fight. We didn't press the first 10 minutes of the second half with the aggressiveness we did the last 5 minutes. You know, and that's that. So we kind of needed those spurts, like a 6-0 run. We didn't get enough 6-0 runs. So yeah, I mean, there's things, but listen, we knew this could be a process. You know, it's a process. It's a painful process right now, but it's a process.
Thoughts on the free throw shooting? Is that just an Achilles heel for you guys?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. You know, it looks to me like it's mental, right? Like it looks like guys are like it's bothering us a lot, you know. And it's like there's guys who are pretty good free throw shooters who are not making them. So we've addressed it a little bit. We've done some ideas in practice. We've tried to do some stuff. I've did a little free throw clinic with the guys, trying to show them we're about routine, things like that. But you know, yeah, that's tough too. I mean,
were they making the free throws in practice, but not in the game?
yeah, but that's like, you know, it's like going to the driving range and being a great golfer, right? I mean, you go up the first tee to hit the ball, you know, straight like which I do, straight in the woods, and that doesn't. It's great you're hitting shots in the driving range. Like we got to make them in games, you know. And it's a little bit of like we got to get mentally tougher, you know. Got to get mentally tougher, and I think maybe this in a way could help us because like we don't get mentally tougher, we're in trouble. That's all there is to it. So.
I know you mentioned the ball sticking a little bit, but what were your overall thoughts on the offensive execution or shot selection, especially in the first half?
Not great. I gotta watch the tape, but I thought we did not move. We did not move well. We didn't share the ball. We're not playing for each other. We're not cutting for each other. We're not screening for each other. You know, there's not a flow to how we're playing. You know, if you catch the ball and you're thinking score, you're thinking shot, every time you catch the ball, it's hard to have a good offensive team. So the ball's got to move better. We got to swing the ball. We don't have a one guy who's going to go out and get us 30 points. You know, the ball's got to be shared amongst. We have an offensive team. Like Iona can score, Wes can score, Greg can score, guys on the bench can score. I thought JB got the rim a little bit, but it's got to move. It's got to move better. I'll go back and watch it. We addressed it, and it's just not hitting home yet. You know, we miss Oz because Oz is a guy when he plays he doesn't care about scoring. You know, you kind of need what we call a cooler, a guy out there who's not looking for shots. We're missing a guy who's like, hey, I'm going to get other guys' shots. And that's not happening right now, you know?
Speaking of Oz, any update on him?
And we're hoping. I mean, he's doing stuff in practice. He's moving well. He's doing some lateral stuff today. I mean, he starts moving in practice. We all start getting excited. But there's enough guys in that locker room right now who are playing that are good enough for us to win. So, you know, I got to do a better job.
Okay.
We good?
Thanks.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.